Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we are coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. We're going to stay in mid-Michigan here with really a mid-Michigan personality. A lot of people know him in this area. Bobby Hoffman. Bobby is a speaker, consultant, success coach, and a half a dozen other things, and has some kind of shadowy history with Chris Holman in broadcast in the past. I apologize for how I've tainted your career.
Shadowy. I love that. Yeah.
Good to have you on, buddy. Hey, let's
Thank you.
let's let's talk a little bit because I was just at a retirement party, and I'm a little worried about attending other retirement parties for you. I've got some friends who are not really that good with retirement. Um, Tell me, you were at Wharton for many, many years. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that.
Almost 25 years at Wharton Center at Michigan State University, and just recently decided that I was in a position to leave and to really go on a new trajectory of what I want to do, and kind of jumping off the ledge and saying, okay, now's the time to do it. I'm not getting any younger.
I don't mind telling you that I hear jumping off the ledge as a phrase from a lot of entrepreneurs. And we actually asked that question, what made you do that? And of course you answered it with, I'm in a position to do that. You are out there working with a lot of businesses. A lot of workplaces are feeling kind of stretched right now. How does Thought Partner Services, which is your new company, help teams feel a little more grounded, a little more confident, I guess?
I think when you look at a business, Chris, every business wants better revenue. And to do that, you need to build, in my opinion, a better culture. So we start by naming what's real and not pretending everything is fine. Teams are exhausted. I've been in the business world for 30 years, not only in media, but with Wharton Center and Michigan State. And we're not another training company here to fix it. We create a space for people to tell the truth about the workload they have, the stress they have, the disconnection, and then we help to normalize it and help them see the patterns that are established instead of the personal failure. When you do that, Chris, this alone lowers the temperature in the room and opens the door to change. We give people a simple framework to get back to the center, and that is we frame it, we feel it, we find it, we firm up, we flow forward. So we frame what's happening. We let people feel and name it. We find the pattern underneath. We firm up the practical tools or agreement that they can come up with, and then we help them flow forward with clear next steps. It's structured and very human, so people feel less scrambled and more steady. And so we're a human-centered consultancy agency. We're different from anyone out there. I'm really high on emotional intelligence. I believe emotional intelligence is everything. And when we gather that emotional intelligence and we name it, I guarantee you that you're going to start seeing more profits because your people believe in what you're doing.
Well, there's a whole lot more to business, and relationships is certainly a huge part about it. Now, you talk a lot about kindness, and you've been committed to kindness most of your professional life, and that's a strength in business, you say. So, how does kindness kind of enter into this?
There's a difference between being kind and being nice. For kindness, we mean clear expectations, honest feedback, a follow through, and respect in a way that we treat each other and the customer. The kind of kindness reduces confusion. It helps end the drama, and it has a real business value. Um, Nice is when you're giving a performance review and say, okay, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. Kind is, here's where you need to improve. Here's what we think. Here's what we're seeing. So there's a difference between that. We
Yeah.
train teams to listen for what the customer really needs and respond with empathy.
It's interesting. You're right. Kindness is the one that includes objectivity, and that's what we need. We need to know what we really are and how we're perceived.
And when you respect your leader and your leader respects you, it's a mutual, it's symbiotic, right? So if
Yep.
somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, Chris, you need to improve in this area. And this is what we're seeing. Let's do this together. Let's improve this together. This is what's going to happen. There's a respect there.
No, you're absolutely right. Okay, you work with leaders, frontline staff. You put on a lot of seminars, workshops. What makes yours different?
It's not, Thought Partner Services isn't that regular traditional training company. We work and tell stories. We are very conversation heavy. It's not just us lecturing. It's talking with teams. It's learning from teams. We use real scenarios from clients that we've worked with. We design every workshop so participants walk out with simple tools they can actually use the very next morning. A phrase for a hard conversation, a way to open up a staff meeting, a simple structure for handling complaints. That makes the learning stick instead of just feeling like an inspiring afternoon. So again, we frame, feel, find, firm up, and flow forward.
There you go. Listen, Bobby, how do people get a hold of you real quickly?
Yeah, you can go to thoughtpartnerservices.com and learn more about everything that we do, or just, email me at Bobby at Thought Partner Services.
Perfect. Bobby Hoffman, always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, you're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we'll be back with more.